Hey everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday night Q&A. I'm Jess. I'm here to answer all of your cord cutting questions. Now I will just get this page refreshed and we can get started. Hopefully the notification goes out on time this time. That would be great. All right, you all know the drill. Whenever you're here, say hello in the chat. Let me know what the weather's like. Tell me everything and we can get started. It looks like a couple of people are here. We'll have to wait until that notification goes out before we get a bunch of people, but DMS is here. Hello. I mean, tell me what the weather's like, you guys. Jeff is here. Hey. Let's see here. Can get this thing figured out. There we go. All right, Mike is here. Annette is here. Chris, hello. Thomas, hello, a bad storm coming to Atlanta. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, there are tornadoes and things too. I hope everyone is safe wherever you are at. Jordan is here. NYC is here. Oh, talking about the slap during the award show. Yeah, that's all anyone's been talking about. Crazy. Notification went out at 8 o'clock exactly. Love it when that happens. I usually try to start a minute early just in hopes that the notification will go out on time. Love that. 60 in the Carolinas. Can you believe it was like 70 degrees in Cleveland today? Amazing. Texas Ranger fan, excited for baseball season. Brett says 49 and sunny in Washington, rainy in Little Rock. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, 2 Jeffs are here. We usually have a handful of you Jeffs in the chat. John, hello, thank you. Yeah, I was a little sick last week. I swear, I think I told you guys on Twitter, I think I'm sick more than I'm healthy these days, which is frustrating, but I did take 2 COVID tests and they were both negative, so that's good news. Beautiful in Dayton, Ohio tonight. Awesome, love that for you. Annette says, I got Paramount Plus. Curious about what made you sign up for Paramount Plus and what you're watching and enjoying on Paramount Plus. Let me know. NYC says, I feel that the only folks who didn't freak out over the slap at the Oscars were pro wrestlers and wrestling fans. That's true. You do see much worse. I think the thing was no one was expecting it, right? No one's expecting Will Smith to just jump on stage and do that. So I think it was the shock of it. 70 degrees in PA. Yeah, it was beautiful like that in Cleveland today too. And unfortunately, I never even made it outside, so never even got to enjoy it. Mike says, Jess, you made me very happy this week with your Friendly TV announcement about them getting Me TV. Yeah, they're actually getting, I think it's 5 new channels. And a couple of you did point out on Twitter, you retweeted or left comments saying that those channels are all available with OTA antennas, which is true. You can get these channels for free over the air, but a lot of us don't get a ton of channels with our antenna. You guys hear me talk about that, I swear, every week. But for those of us who don't get those channels for free over the air, it's really nice to have that very affordable streaming service where we can get them all, along with some other channels like the Hallmark channels. I know that's a big draw for a lot of Friendly TV subscribers, so just nice to have the option. NYC says, Philip mentioned on the community tab last week that there were technical issues. Philip was being really nice because he didn't want to tell the whole internet that I was very, very sick. So thank you to him. I did ask him actually to put a message up because I was trying to post from my phone, couldn't make it work, and just could not get myself to move into my office to put up that message. So big thank you to Philip for sending out the announcement. Richard says Story TV started Monday nationwide. Yeah, and will be available on Friendly TV for those of you who don't get it over the air. Annette says for Paramount, I like the price and I am watching the old Hawaii Five-0. Nice. Yeah, Paramount, it's something that I like about it, and this is why I asked the question. They do have a lot of older shows in addition to current shows, and I think that's what a lot of us like about it. You can find some current shows, like Ghosts is one that I'm watching, and really enjoying, but you can also find some like classic Nickelodeon shows, some classic CBS shows. So when they say a mountain of entertainment, I guess they mean it. Lots of good stuff on Paramount Plus. And you can always, always find a good deal for like a whole month for free. So don't ever pay full price. You can always find a good deal. All right. NYC says, was talking to a fellow Twitter user earlier about how OTA has a better PQ than streaming. Also mentioned how indoor antennas have a limited shelf life, while outdoor antennas last longer. Yeah, which is interesting because outdoor antennas obviously open to the elements. But yeah, I did see some people on Twitter, and there have been a couple in the Facebook group recently too, talking about how their antenna doesn't have a good signal. There are lots of things that you can do. So moving it from one part of your house to another. I know a lot of you have said that you moved your antenna up to the attic and you get more channels that way. Sometimes moving it toward a window. So placement has a lot to do with it. For people in houses, people not like me in an apartment building, sometimes using an outdoor antenna is just a lot stronger. You'll get a lot more channels that way. So if you have an antenna and you don't immediately pick up a bunch of channels, definitely try a few more things before you lose hope. Brett says, love season 2 of Picard on Paramount Plus, lots of good Easter eggs. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm hearing very, very good things from a lot of you. Mike says, love that Paramount Plus lets me get my local channel live. Agreed. That was huge for me during football season because CBS is a channel I don't always get with my antenna. And sometimes when it does come in, it's very fuzzy, doesn't work well. So using Paramount Plus to watch NFL games on CBS was huge for me. I was really, really grateful for that. Yeah, Peacock does have a discount deal. I think we have a post up about it over on Corketers News. If you go to the homepage and scroll down, you'll find a whole section of deals, and it should be in there. Bill says, good news today, T-Mobile $1 discount continues indefinitely as long as you keep both T-Mobile and Philo. Yeah, and I noticed that they are extending the YouTube TV discount as well, which is great stuff. Yeah, NYC says also talk to Tyler the Antenna Man for suggestions for a good antenna. That's true too. There are a ton of them in different price points. Some of them make very, very big promises that you should really think about before you make your purchase. But Tyler the Antenna Man over here on YouTube, he'll have some really good channels. He's also in that tech support Facebook group. If you are in our Facebook group, you can find him there too, and he will answer your questions. Richard is enjoying Halo. I haven't watched that one yet. I don't know if it's for me. I don't think I'm the target audience, but maybe I'll give it a try. One of our writers actually is a big fan of gaming, so he watched it and wrote some things about it. What do I think about Hulu and unlimited DVR? I think it was a great move. So for those of you who didn't hear, Hulu with Live TV is giving all subscribers unlimited DVR, and that starts on April 13th. So if you are a Hulu with Live subscriber, get ready for lots of storage space. I think it was a great idea. When they emailed me about it, I wrote back and said, Corketers News readers will be thrilled to hear this news. It's something you guys talk about a lot, and I never realized until you all told me how important that unlimited DVR is for you. It's a reason that a lot of you have chosen to go to YouTube TV instead of Hulu with Live. So I think it was a great move on their part. It probably doesn't cost them much to make that available, and I think it's going to be a big draw for a lot of cord cutters. So excited about that. So look forward to that on April 13th. Joe wants to know best service for sports and local channels. You have a few options here. I would say, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I would say the best live TV streaming service for sports is probably DirecTV Stream. And hear me out. I know a lot of you are not fans of AT&T or its streaming services, but DirecTV Stream is the only one that has most of these regional sports networks, and you won't find them on any other live TV services. So if you absolutely need your local RSN, to to watch your favorite sports team, then you'll need to use DirecTV Stream. Texas Rangers fan, did I say lice stream instead of live stream? That's very unfortunate. I talk fast sometimes and my words don't come out quite right, so if I said that, I am so sorry. Ew, gross. Live streams. But some other people are on here saying Hulu with Live, YouTube TV, Fubo. All really good choices, but if you want those RSNs, you'll need to get DirecTV Stream. But YouTube TV, Hulu, Fubo, they have like ESPN, they have a lot of these sports channels that you are probably looking for. Fubo TV is, they call themselves a sports-centered live TV streaming service. So they have a lot of like niche sports. They have a lot more things like soccer. You can watch tons of soccer on Fubo. But YouTube TV, Hulu with Live, also good options. Just keep in mind to go to the website first, put in your zip code, and look for an exact list of what channels you will get in your area to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. NYC says, Evergreen praise for Paramount Plus having a premium add-on for Apple and Amazon. Peacock needs to do the same. Yeah, I don't know why everybody doesn't do that. Money, of course. It's what it always comes down to, right? All right. Yeah, Joe, I hope that was helpful. I know I kind of rambled on for a minute, but if you have more questions, definitely put them in the chat. If I don't answer them, somebody in the chat will probably have some good info for you. BWS says Fubo TV has the RSN for Pittsburgh sports. Yeah, I'm mainly talking about Bally Sports. Those are only available on DirecTV Stream, but just overall DirecTV Stream should have, I think they have all of them, if not most. So yeah, like I said, just put in your zip code on the homepage for each service and make sure they have the channel that you're looking for. All right. Yeah, we're hearing people saying YouTube TV is good for sports, Hulu with Live is a good place to start. Agree. Yeah, just put in your zip code, make sure that they have what you're looking for. Keep in mind too that if you use DirecTV Stream for sports, you will have to pay for an upgraded package to get that RSN, which is also frustrating. You'll be paying like $80 a month to get everything that you want. All right. Craig says, Philo contacted me and said T-Mobile will pay the $10 on my bill as long as I have both. Yeah, if you are a T-Mobile customer, definitely check out those offers. You can get discounts on Philo, YouTube TV, MLB TV, lots of good stuff. So definitely check out your T-Mobile Tuesday. Definitely check out your T-Mobile offers. There's lots of stuff. Let's see, and that says don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy these videos, if you find this chat fun at all, if you enjoy hearing me say live stream instead of live stream, hit that thumbs up. Texas Rangers fan wants to know if I'm going to opening day. Yes, I am. I will be at the Guardians home opening day. Very excited. Sydney says, DirecTV Stream has all the sports RSNs, including Yes Network, Marquee, and NESN. Yeah, so most of the RSNs are not available anywhere else, unfortunately. Hopefully that changes, but we will have to wait and see. You're asking about Charmin. You guys know how much I hate the Charmin ads. Every once in a while someone mentions it again. The stupid Charmin ads with the bears. I'm sorry to Charmin. I apologize to them all the time in these videos too, like someone at Charmin's actually watching, but man, these commercials just get on my nerves. John says, I was born ready for Major League Baseball opening day. Yeah, I'm excited. I've actually never gone to opening day. I love going to baseball games. I go to them all summer long, but have never been to opening day. So yeah, this year I'm going with a group of friends and I'm very excited. NYC says, I believe RSNs are going to be a thing of the past, hence my theory of MLB on Peacock is a test run to see NBC Sports RSNs being licensed to Peacock. Yeah, I can see that. I think it would make sense. I'm in favor of anything that makes RSNs and sports in general more accessible to cord cutters. So if that means Peacock having NBC RSNs and Paramount having CBS channels and all of them kind of being split up, as long as I can find a way to easily watch them, I'm in. Yeah, lots of people excited for opening day. I'm here for it. Yep, I will be there. I think I'm just going to take the whole day off work too and celebrate baseball all day. Why not? Joe says DirecTV will get their money one way or another. Wish there was another way to get my RSN. Love YouTube TV, but guess I'll have to primarily watch college sports. Yeah, unfortunately, it's definitely not cheap. So they have the monopoly on RSNs for now. But if your sports team is on a Bally's channel, you might have some luck with the Bally's Sports app that is supposedly coming out this summer. I'll believe it when I see it. We don't have a ton of details about that yet. Not sure how much it's going to cost or what it's going to look like, but apparently they're coming out with this app. So stay tuned to quirkittersnews.com. Raymond is constantly giving updates about what's going on with that app. So check us out over there. Martin, you like my plant in the background? Thank you. It's very fake. All of my live plants are over in my living room. I knew if I put a live one back here, I would forget to water it, so this guy's fake. Want to see the Cubs, but it's on Marquee. It takes cable here. If you have access to DirecTV Stream, they also have Marquee, but yeah, unfortunately, not a lot of options. Paul says, Fubo TV, that's all I have to say. All right. Tell us what you like about it, or don't, if that's all you have to say. That's okay too. NYC says, found out about MLB on Peacock via Cord Cutters. My guess is Raymond wrote it. Yeah, if it's about sports, it was probably Raymond. NYC says, I do believe Sinclair is going to put up Bally Sports RSNs for sale with Amazon acquiring it. Sinclair is financially in trouble, and the app feels like a Hail Mary. Yeah, the app situation, and I know we talk about this every week, but I have some feelings about this app. I feel like they aren't releasing details about it, which to me means that they're not really sure what they're doing with it. They won't tell us how much it's going to cost. There were rumors that it was going to be $23, and then people were outraged, and then they swore it wasn't really going to be $23, but they won't tell us how much it's going to be. The whole thing is weird. It keeps getting delayed, and now they're saying maybe summer. I don't know. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I would love for it to be really good and affordable. I would love to have a way to watch sports easily, but we'll see. Okay. Thinking about CNN Plus. All right, Frank, would love to know exactly what you're thinking about it. I am curious if anyone has tried CNN Plus, and thankfully here in the chat, we tend to not get political with our comments, so thank you for that. I'm going to ask everyone to keep politics out of the comments. Just from like a news entertainment standpoint, what do you think about CNN Plus? Do you think it's going to last? Do you think it's going to disappear pretty quickly? Curious what you think. Luke actually posted something on Twitter about how he thinks it's not going to last long, but we'll see what happens. Bill says CNN Plus is half price for life if you sign up by a certain date. Yeah, we have a post about that. Let me see if I can find that without taking too long. Tamara just made a post about this the other day. Yeah, right here. So for those of you who are interested in CNN Plus, you can check out that link. Tamara gave you some info about what you would get with your subscription, and there is a link to the service there where you can sign up and get 50% off for life. NYC thinks that CNN Plus will be folded into HBO Max. Agreed. I just don't know if people are interested in a standalone news service, and I think that they will add some other content to make it more interesting, to get people to stay in the app longer, but yeah, personally, I just don't think it's going to last. Yeah, Jim says, I don't know if I can watch news all the time. I don't think it will last. I think that's my thing too. I think people are kind of newsed out at this point. There was no good way for me to say that. Um, I think that people are just getting too much news all the time, and whenever they turn on their TV, they probably want to get some entertainment. If you want the news, there are lots of options, so I just don't know that people will want to pay for another subscription for that. DMS is based on ratings. I can't imagine there will be a big demand. Yeah, I think that's the thing too. With all of these news channels, even, like, there are just other ways to get that content with other subscriptions. So if you already have a live TV subscription service, you are already getting news channels with that. So, like I said, I just don't think people will want a separate app just for news, but we'll see. Yeah, some of you are agreeing. I'm with you. Newsed out was perfectly said. Thank you. I started saying it and I was like, I'm not sure if this is going to sound the way I want it to sound, but we went with it anyway. It's what we get with a live stream. You never know. NYC says, even though Fox Nation is still around, Fox renewed their licensing deal with Hulu in regards to entertainment. I believe Fox Nation will be a premium add-on. Yeah, and I can see that being the case for a lot of these news-focused streaming services. It just makes more sense to me to make it an add-on for other things. Whoops. Sorry, I scrolled too fast. If you ask a question and I don't see it for some reason, ask again. I probably just missed it. Frank says, I think it could last, but like you said, they will have to add more to it. Well, I think that's the thing too. If they start adding more to it and they try to make it entertainment too, then what's separating that from all of the other streaming services, right? So I think that's kind of the thing, is that I don't know how it will differentiate itself to make it a must-have service. But I guess if people are very into news and they just want a constant stream of news, maybe it's a good option. TG says, hey, joined late today. That's okay, better late than never. Enjoyed YouTube TV last year, but need my Cubs. Fubo TV for now, works great on Apple TV. That's the great thing about streaming. You can switch to a different service that meets your needs whenever you want. Love that there are no contracts. Chris says, what do I think about USFL being on Fox and NBC? No feelings about it really, other than I'm glad it's on accessible channels. I'm curious if people are going to watch USFL. If you are into it, please let me know. I'm curious. Jeff says, a constant stream of news, yuck. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, I like news as much as the next person, but I will just watch with the channels I already have on Sling and get my fix and move right along. Bill says, why didn't CNN just offer the existing CNN except for the deals they have with cable companies? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what the purpose of creating an all-new service was, to be honest. I think that they wanted to try some new programming that they didn't want to put on TV. They wanted it to be specifically for a streaming audience, but not really sure. Not really sure why that happened. You want to know if YouTube TV will ever add A&E. I don't see why not. I'm not sure what all channels would come with that. So we talk about this a lot, but if a streaming service wants a specific channel, a lot of times it will come bundled with other channels, depending on who owns that channel. And like, for example, if you want ESPN, you have to get the slate of all the Disney channels. So I'm not completely sure what it is with A&E, but I'm assuming it comes with other channels, which could be expensive. And as we know, whenever a streaming service adds new channels, subscribers see a price hike. So right now, YouTube TV is actually in a pretty good position where they are priced a little lower than Hulu with Live and DirecTV Stream. So, sorry, just saw a comment going by. So they're actually in a good position where if they would have to raise their price a little bit, it would just put them on par with those other services. So this could be a good time for them to try and add more channels. So you never know. We haven't heard anything, so can't confirm anything. YouTube doesn't really tell me anything, to be honest. but yeah, you never know. It could happen. And we usually see price hikes in the summer, so if something did happen, I would think it would be within like a couple months from now. All right, let's see. Wow, lots and lots of comments going by. So sorry. Let me just scroll up for a minute. Mike says, I've been cord free for 2 years now. Love that. Roku has more free stuff than I can watch. Yeah, absolutely. Between the Roku channel and then all of the free streaming services that you can get on a Roku, there's so much content. So a lot of us want to watch a specific channel or a specific show or movie, and that means that we have to subscribe to the services that offer those things. But if you are just looking for something to watch and you want to find a hidden gem or a new title, then there is plenty of free content out there. LP says, hello, first time here. Hello, welcome. My family just got Fire Sticks. Do you have any suggestions to get the best of our Fire Sticks? So my question for you is, are you new to cord cutting completely? Have you used any streaming services? Let us know that first, and then we can let you know what our suggestions are. But first of all, I would say if you don't already have an antenna, get one. You can get all of your live local channels for news, weather, sports for free with an antenna so that you won't have to subscribe to a service just to get those. And then my second suggestion is try out some free streaming services. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. The people in the chat love them too. So we have plenty of suggestions for you. And they should all be available on a Fire Stick. So things like Pluto TV, Tubi is another really good one. The Roku channel you can get on a Fire Stick even though it's Roku branded. So lots of great free streaming services, lots of great free content, plenty of things to watch. What are some features I would like Roku to add with the next update? So Roku just did an update that's rolling out right now where they updated some sound settings, which I know some of you are excited about. The home screen, so you can add photos to use as screensavers on your Roku, which is pretty cool. Features I would like to see, I don't know if I can really think any offhand, but I'm sure a lot of you have ideas, so if you want to leave those in the comments, please do. Texas Rangers fan says, anything new happening at Cord Cutters News? Not really. Just kind of going along with our day-to-day routine. Raymond is covering tons of sports. Tamara is covering tons of entertainment. I am grabbing breaking news. We are just covering it all. We are going to have a bunch of baseball stuff still coming up. Raymond is still covering March Madness. So, same old. LP says, yes, I am new to cord cutting. Okay. Have used DirecTV through my job discount, but they discontinued it. And you do have an antenna. That's a great start. Happy to hear that. So since you have an antenna, you were probably getting a lot of live local channels. I would say definitely check out those free streaming services first and just see what you can get for free and what you think about it. If you are looking for something like DirecTV, of course you can try DirecTV Stream. It's just the streaming service from DirecTV, but you won't get locked into a contract with that. It's just month to month, but you will be familiar with the guide and the layout and all of that, so it would be a very comfortable service for you. It is a little more pricey than the others, although it starts out around $70, so on par with most of the other live TV streaming services. But if you're looking for something that's going to be very much in your comfort zone, that would be a good place to start. Any updates? Oh, any updates on the Weather Channel coming to YouTube TV? None. I want it to happen now. Hang on just a second. Let me... Yeah, nothing. I was just checking to make sure nothing happened that I was missing out on with the Weather Channel coming to YouTube TV. Roy says, I heard Luke is coming back to your live stream. Those are rumors. Those are lies. No, Luke has happily moved on to other things, so he will probably not be coming back to the live stream, but you never know where he might pop up. Who knows? Is there any breaking news? Yeah, of course, always. That's what we're here for. The big news from today, let's see. YouTube TV has picture-in-picture on iOS. That was some breaking news today. Somebody asked about Apple TV and MLB, so let me stick this in the comments before I forget. Raymond did a post today where Apple TV Plus announced the first 12 weeks of Friday Night Baseball doubleheaders. So if you are curious about that, you can check out that post. Let's see here. Bree says, got notified for a change. Love to see it. I never understand how YouTube's notifications work. Jose says, love my grandfather DirecTV stream package because it has almost every channel that cable had, but but they no longer offer it with most of their packages. Yeah, frustrating. If you are in one of those grandfathered deals, you really lucked out because they rarely raise the price on those. You get so many channels. Good stuff, so I'm happy for you. Richard says, I think Bally Sports is in trouble if they can't get their app going. So, my theory on this, and I think I shared this last time we were here, but what I think is probably going to happen, I would love to see them launch their app and I would love to see it work well. We'll start there. But what I think might happen is if they can't get the app to launch or they don't find success with it right away, I really think they're just going to do away with the app and they're going to come back to live TV streaming services and really try to make some deals, which to me would be ideal. I think that if they could get Bally Sports back on Hulu with Live, YouTube TV, Fubo, I think that that would be good for everybody, good for the subscribers, good for the streaming services, good for Bally Sports. So in my personal opinion, in my professional opinion, that's kind of what I see happening. I think right now they're asking for so much money from live TV streaming services to carry these channels that the services just don't want to put the money in. But I think that if the app fails, they will be kind of forced to do that. All right. Oh yeah, Bill says if you're really looking for the weather channel, you can subscribe to Friendly TV, which does have the weather channel in its lineup. Frank says, love the new version of Roku. Can't wait to get it on my Roku Ultra. Nice. Any word about time frame for the new Tableau DVR? I thought it was April, but I might be mistaken. So let me see if I can find that real quick. Tableau ATSC 3.0 quad HDMI. So many letters, so many numbers. Let's see if they have a date in here. I thought for sure it was April, but now I'm second guessing myself. Let me see here. Wow, this is a very long post. Anticipated ship date of spring 2022. Let me stick this in the chat for any of you who haven't seen it yet. Tableau is coming out with a new DVR and spring 2022. So that is as much as we know for now, but we can try reaching out to Tableau and asking them if they have a more specific date. I will make a note for that. Tableau ship date. All right. What are my thoughts on the new Roku upgrade coming up? I am looking forward to it. Those sound settings sound really interesting. I'm not sure if I personally would use the photo screensaver, which was kind of the big draw of this new update, but curious if you guys would. I just don't see myself using it, to be honest. I don't really need to see a display of my photos 24/7. Let me see here if we can find this post. Here we go. For those of you who may have missed it, here's what's coming up with Roku's OS 11. Let me see here. We have some Roku audio updates. So wow, I can't talk. Automatic speech clarity, that's what I need. And sound modes. We have new sound modes for the stream bar and speakers, AV sync. We also have some content discovery tools, so a what to watch on the home screen, a live TV menu on the home screen, Roku voice enabled keyboard, and then a mobile app update. So you can read that post if you would like to read more from Roku. All right, let's see here. Someone's asking about Philo. Philo is a pretty affordable live TV streaming service. The downside of Philo is that it does not have local channels or sports, so you would want to use an antenna for those. Richard says, I followed the cord cutting rule as I am subscribing to DirecTV Stream for baseball season to watch my LA Dodgers, and then after the season I will cancel. I kind of do the same thing. I usually subscribe to a live TV service for NFL season and then will cancel, or like if I have if I have Hulu with live TV, I will jump up to the live TV subscription for the season and then bring it back down to the basic subscription if I don't need those live channels. So I am with you. Another thing I love about streaming, you can always adjust your subscriptions to fit your needs. Someone asked, what is Tableau? And yes, perfect answer. It's an antenna DVR, so you can record live TV from your antenna. Is Baker Mayfield still living at the stadium? Sadly, no, he is not, as far as I know. He got evicted. There were some very funny memes about it, some good like house hunters memes of someone trying to buy the stadium. Man, what a mess. Cleveland football is a hot mess at the moment, but we'll see what happens. We'll just leave it at that for now. Mike says, I'm going to love the recommend option on the Roku update. Cool, they will be happy to know that. Yeah, the what to watch option. So what to watch is a new destination added to the home screen, leading to movies and TV shows from a variety of streaming channels, including those that the users most frequently interact with. Sounds good to me. Love it. Excuse me. Ooh, good question. What do I think the new app from HBO Max and Discovery Plus will look like? I hope it's available on Fire TV. Good question. So when that merger happens, they will continue to be separate services for a while. We're not sure how long, but you will be able to bundle them. So you'll be able to hopefully get a discount if you subscribe to both. And then at some point, they are going to merge them into one service. Again, we don't know exactly when that's going to be, so it might be a while. But I'm curious because there have been a lot of issues with the HBO Max app. There have been a lot of issues with the Discovery Plus app. So I'm very curious if they're going to try to move all of the content to one of these existing apps or if they will try to make something completely new. So would love to know what you guys think about that. If anyone has any thoughts on what that might look like, please leave it in the chat. What do I think it's going to look like? A ton of content is what I'm thinking. I can see them doing a bit of a price hike just because of the amount of content that they're going to have. A lot of reality TV, true crime and stuff from Discovery Plus, all of the HBO content, movies and TV shows from HBO Max. I think it's going to be a good service. I hope that they can figure out the platform to make it very user-friendly, easy to find what you're looking for, because again, there's just going to be so much there that I think it could very quickly get cluttered or just difficult to find what you're looking for. So I have lots of thoughts about what they could do with it or what they should do with it, but very curious to see what this all looks like. If anyone uses both the HBO Max and Discovery Plus apps, let me know which one you like more or what you would like to see from either one of those. Martin says, so pretty much the Disney app. You know, something I really like about the Disney app is that it has the hubs. Excuse me, sorry. And HBO Max sort of has something similar, but I think that Disney might do it a little better so that you can very easily find at least the general category of what you're looking for. So you know that if you're looking for like a new Marvel show, you know to just go to the Marvel hub. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, like I said, I have a lot of thoughts. I just hope it doesn't get cluttered, and I hope that they can fix any bugs that they have now. Like, a lot of people are having trouble with HBO Max just randomly closing. A lot of people are having issues with buffering on Discovery Plus, so hopefully they come up with a plan that makes it much more user-friendly. Is there a way to see if someone has hacked your Netflix account? That's a great question. I think if you log into your account, you can see what devices are logged in. So if you are suspecting that someone is using your account, that would be your first step, to log into your account, look at what devices are using it. If something looks unfamiliar to you at all, you can erase the whole list. You can log everybody that's using your account. You can log them all out. And then I would change my password and only give it to the people that you trust to use your account. But that would be my advice. Just go in and see which devices are accessing it. Tyler wants to know about CNN Plus. Yeah, we just talked about that a little bit. So right now there is a deal to get 50% off for life, which is great if you are interested in it. We are all wondering if it's going to survive or not, if people really want an additional streaming service just for news. So let us know what you think, Tyler. Jose says, my friend gave me her Discovery Plus sign-in and I wouldn't pay for it. I already think HBO Max cheapened its brand with things like Fresh Prince and Friends. I kind of like the new Fresh Prince show. I finally started watching it. You would not personally pay for Discovery Plus. That is fair enough. So there are so many of these smaller streaming services that are network specific that I completely understand if one of them is just not your thing. So Discovery Plus is great if you are into reality TV, if you're into true crime. They have a ton of 90 Day Fiancé content, so if you're a fan of that show, you are set. But if that's not your thing, understand why you would not want a subscription. And if you just want to check it out, the nice thing is that they are all pretty affordable, so you can sign up for a month, watch everything you want to watch, and then move on to something else. Oh, Bel Air is on Peacock, not Discovery Plus. They all kind of blend together. Oh, you were saying Fresh Prince on HBO Max. Yeah, different streaming service. CNN Plus is on a few different devices, just not Roku, but it is available on multiple devices. I linked to the CNN Plus article up above somewhere that Tamara wrote, and she lists all of the devices on that. All right. I know I missed something up here that I wanted to get to. Eric says, I wish that HBO Max was faster. The UI is slow on my Roku. Yeah, a lot of people are having that same issue. So again, something I hope that they figure out before they combine those two services. Yes, there is a new live TV section on Roku 11. They are just making it much easier to quickly navigate to the things that you want right from that home menu. Mike says, is it sad I only keep Netflix for Cobra Kai? You know what? If it's worth it to you, then no, of course it's not sad. I'm all for it. I keep Netflix because I really like some of their original content. I like some of these very silly true crime docuseries and things. Tinder Swindler, loved it. Bad Vegan, amazing. It is all so dumb and I just eat it up. So that's why I keep my Netflix subscription. But like I said, I will get Paramount Plus just to watch the NFL on CBS. So we all pick and choose what's important to us. Have I returned to the movie theater yet? I have not yet, only because I haven't really needed to. Everything I've been wanting to watch, I've just been streaming. So maybe I will go soon, but I don't really have a reason to just yet. King Tito says, I like Netflix for their different crime shows from different countries. Yeah, tons of great international content. Um, Big fan of some of that stuff too. What is a movie theater? Yeah, good question. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm not opposed to going, but just waiting for a movie I really want to see that's only available in theaters. AJ says, I like HBO Max better than Netflix. Yeah, you are not alone. I noticed especially when Netflix raised its price recently, a lot of people were talking about canceling Netflix and just using HBO Max in its place. So, popular opinion there, I would say. All right, we are just going to do a couple more questions because I am losing my voice again tonight. So if you have a question, make sure that you ask now. We will just do a couple more before we call it a night. Tyler says, I heard AT&T is merging with Discovery. So kind of true. HBO Max, which is owned by AT&T, is merging with Discovery Plus. Let's see. Cheaper to rent a movie on demand. Yeah, true story. It's also so expensive to go to the theater. Plus, the one I like has like a bar and a restaurant inside, so I always end up spending too much money. Chris says, I have both HBO Max and Discovery Plus, a brand new app with an interest-based interface, include a focus on end user face. Yeah, agreed. I think the best thing they could do is invest in a whole new app. I think that's the way to go personally. Do I have allergies? Yes, and I know you can tell from listening to me because I keep sipping my water. Yeah, big time. And the weather has just been changing so much that I constantly just feel like I can't breathe. So, yeah, you and me both on my seat, definitely. TG says, good show, actually watched Halo, wasn't terrible. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if you have to like be a fan of the game to be into it. I just don't think it's for me, but glad to hear that some of you are enjoying it. Let's see, a couple more. Oh, we're going to hide that one because that was a crazy comment. Let's end this on a better note than that spam comment. Any advice for Canadian Roku viewers? Honestly, it's really tough since we are based in the US. It is tough for me to give any advice to Canadians because I know you just don't have the same services that we have, unfortunately. So I'm wondering if there is a website like Cord Cutters News but based in Canada. And let me see if I can find anything. I will try to track something down. That might be a good post for us to do, is just kind of listing different services for different areas. But yeah, we are definitely very US focused, so apologize if that is not super helpful for you, but we are just writing about what we know. Yeah, some of you are really enjoying theaters. I know a lot of you said that you were going to go back to watch No Way Home. Yeah, Jared, I see that you're saying that too. A bunch of you were saying that too. So yeah, I think it's kind of nice. I kind of enjoy that they are doing some stuff specifically for theaters. But I've got to say, I'm really enjoying this whole simultaneous release on streaming so that I don't have to go anywhere. It's been pretty great, and I hope they keep doing it. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. So thank you all so much for coming back and hanging out with me tonight. I hope that if you're in one of these places with some crazy weather, just stay safe. And I will see you all back here next week. Bye.